Hello, friends. Today is How It Works Wednesday. I'm Fran, and today I'm going to not exactly tell you about how an item works, but more about how you can kind of think out of the box and maybe rework an item. So, more like a stamp set. But before I start, if you'd like to see more of these videos, please hit the subscribe button and the bell below. And please like and share my video. I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you want to learn how to make your own cards, you can join my crafty community. We have card making tutorials and video demonstrations and card classes with wonderful ladies. Look up at the top of this page here in the right corner and you will see my website. Go to that website. On the first page, you'll find a Facebook community icon. Click that and I will add you to our group. Okay, so here, let's start talking about how we're going to rework our die set. So here is this beautiful die set here, the Dandy Wishes dies. I've used them a lot before. I use them a lot with this, the Dandy, look at this designer series paper, Dandy Garden paper. I used it a ton, as you can see. There's like cut out pieces everywhere. I mean, it really makes for a very beautiful card. So I've used so much of this. It's one of my favorite sets. It's so gorgeous. So, but you know what? I want to rework it. I don't want to keep making the same looking cards. I mean, if you use the same designer series paper, then they're going to look the same, and it's the same dies. So what do? So I decided to make a silhouette. This card, this paper here is from the Artistry Blooms designer series paper. It's very, very beautiful, and it looks like a sunset. So I thought I would use this paper, and I coupled it with this gorgeous grape cardstock, which is just the prettiest purple. I love it. And then, of course, I wanted to frame it in white because, you know, it's a little boring that way. So I'm going to frame it in white like this. And I cut everything out in black so that it's just a silhouette. And that is definitely a great way to change things up. And we're just going to do a little bit of stamping on there. Pretty simple, but it's a great way of changing things up. Of course, we're going to add some embellishments. So here, my cardstock is 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. This paper, I just wanted this cardstock here. It's basic white, and I cut it at 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then this is 5 inches by 4 inches. So just so that you can see just a little bit of the white underneath. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue the white onto the purple. Oh, let me first give it a good crease. Okay. Here we go. Use a nice crease. Here we go. I hope you're all having a very nice Wednesday. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. This week is going by so fast. I just got off of my spring break. I had a very relaxing week off last week, and now I'm back at it, and the week is flying by. So I'm not too mad. So I'm going to have an actual weekend with fun activities because things are starting to open up a little bit more, and I was able to get my vaccinations, so I have a little bit of freedom that I can enjoy. So I'm very excited about that. I actually can't wait. Okay, so there. This way you just see just a little bit of the purple. This purple is just so pretty. You see a little bit of the purple underneath, and then when I put this on, you'll see a little bit of the white underneath. So with this, I want to have dimensionals. But before I do that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with this separately just so I'm able to move it around if I want. So now what I'm going to do is I'm first going to stamp in this corner. This is kind of a big stamp, but it's so pretty. And I just really felt like the way my card was going, that this is the perfect sentiment. It says, your acts of kindness are like a breath of fresh air. And just the way this is going to look by the time I'm done, I have to use this sentiment. So I don't exactly want to use black. I felt like I wanted my sentiment in all my stamping to be not quite so in your face. So I'm just going to use this basic gray. And I have a better stamp, a block. You really should be using the proper block. This is not it. This is not long enough. I was just too lazy to get it out. But there's all kinds of different size blocks. So there, that's perfect. So your acts of kindness are like a breath of fresh air. I didn't feel like that needed a label. I felt like that just should be on the bottom. Just like that. So let me get this off. All right. Put this on. This will be my next stamp. So I put this first because I want to know exactly where these go. And that is important since it's so long. So now what I'm going to do is just dab a little bit of glue on these. So I want this right here. And then this one's just going to kind of go like this. So actually, let me put this one on first. All right, I'm going to put just dab a little bit of glue. Just little dots. Doesn't need to be a lot. Even though the dots seem so small, it will actually stay. So don't worry about that. I love how they have this really small tip. They have another glue, I believe, that has even a smaller, finer tip. I think it's called something like a glue pencil, or I have to look it up. But if you're looking for one that's a little bit more defined and sharper, you can look in the catalog. They are there. Okay. So now that I have my glue on, I'm just going to, I want this to go, I want it to bend like this. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's okay if a couple pieces are up. Kind of gives it some dimension. And then this one, I think I'm going to have, I could do it like this. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay, I'll do it like that. So again, I'm just going to put some dots. Really just need a few dots on the stem. There we go. And this is a great way just to reimagine a stamp set, because sometimes, you know, you make a few and then you just kind of like, what else can I do? You know, and you don't want to just sitting there collecting dust. I mean, these are beautiful stamp sets. So sometimes it's nice to just pull it out and sort of reimagine a card and go and just get out of your own way, step out of the box, and figure something else out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add like a little bit of brush, grass, whatever you want to call it, weeds. So there we go. I'm just going to add glue like this. And I'm going to cut off. Let me put this on my silicone mat. This is good to glue on. I never use it, but I should. That's why I have it. But it's really easy to clean if you get glue on. This, not so much. It gets gooey and gross. So it's good to get one of these silicone mats, and then you can just easily clean this. Okay, so that looks cute. I'm going to end up cutting off the bottom. But it's a good way to, oops, it's kind of a lot. All right, it's a good way to hold the, a good way to hold this. Otherwise, you don't really have a good space to hold it. So, there. Like this. Yeah, that looks very natural, right? I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this over and cut. I like the way the shrubs look. Okay. There, look at that. Perfect. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some little bit of wisps, like the dandelion, you know, like the wind's blowing and it shows, isn't that cute? Just like a little bit of detail. So I'm gonna stamp like the dandelion and all the little pieces are blowing and floating in the wind. So again, I didn't want to use black. I wanted something not so obvious. Just something a little more subtle. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? I feel like if it was black, it'd just be too much. Oh, I love that. Okay. Now you really feel the wind blowing, right? Okay, I'm going to add a little dragonfly. This is definitely turning out to be a scene that I want to jump in the middle of, right? Maybe a glass of wine on a porch. Come on now. All right, where should my dragonfly go? Maybe he should come over here, like that. Okay, so cute. Now we need some embellishments because no card is complete without some embellishments. But you know what? Let me put this on first. Let me add this to my, so I don't have to mess with it after I get the embellishments on. So I'm going to use some dimensionals. Stick this on. So there are so many different ways. You know, I have some really cute animal stamp sets that you can just reimagine. I'm seeing a lot of people put, I have one that's called, oh, it's something about a goat. It's so cute. But you could take that goat and you can put him anywhere. He doesn't have to be within the only scene that comes with that stamp set. You can put him in the middle of this pretty scene, actually. You could just have the goat sitting in next to the dandelions, right? So you could start taking your stamp sets out and totally reimagining them. We could put one of the goats over here on this sheet here, and it would all be, ooh, hold on, yikes, no, it's all sticking. Okay, well, there we go. We're gonna commit to it. We don't want it to bend, but that looks really, really cute. Okay, so now we're gonna add some, just to sort of kind of make the white pop more, I'm gonna add some tiny little white pearls. Okay. There we go. Ooh, I need more putty. Where's my putty? Okay. Yeah, so definitely down here. Oops. Let me try that again. Flip that little guy over. Oh, there's my putty. Now it's all coming out all over the place. Yikes. Let's see if I can get him. All right. We're just gonna put them, scatter them all over, just so you can catch that white around. I think I need another dimensional right here. Okay. Doesn't that just add to it? It almost looks like stars. Kind of like one down there. Maybe one up in the corner over here. Like that. Okay. I like that card. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I really just wanted to show you new ways to use a stamp set or a die set or your designer series paper, right? Yeah, you could just start, you know, mixing up your stamp sets and using the goat from one and the dandelions from a die cut set and some designer series paper from a whole other set, and just have fun and enjoy yourself and think out of the box. I hope you enjoyed this video, my friends, and I will see you later. Take care. Thanks for popping in.